high call series.
Hi children, good morning. In the previous episode, we have discussed about the second chapter, numbers up to 20. In this chapter, we have discussed how to write the numbers from 1 to 20 and how to count the numbers from 1 to 20 by using different types of pictures and objects. So now, we are going to discuss the third chapter, that is addition up to 20. So in this chapter, we will learn how to add single digit numbers and how to add the numbers horizontally and how to add the numbers vertically, and also we will practice some word problems on it. So children, this is about the third chapter we are going to discuss in this chapter. So children, let us see the screen. So children, what are you observing in the screen? So you are observing a Jew in this screen. So children, how do you enjoy your holidays? So especially your summer vacation, and if you get some holidays during Sankranti or Pongal. So you will go outside with your parents and you will enjoy your vacation or holidays by going to outside field trips, and sometimes you will go to hotels and parks and cinemas, and sometimes you will enjoy with Jews. So here you are observing a Jew, and you are observing different types of animals in the zoo, and you are observing some people, they are wandering the animals in the zoo. So look at the animals in the zoo and write the total number. So in this picture, we have to write the number of animals and also number of people in the zoo. So how many animals are there? So children, so let us see the picture. So how many animals are there in this picture? So you are observing different types of animals in this picture, like a tiger here, and there are 2 bears, and there are 3 monkeys, and also 1 giraffe is there, and also 2 turtles also there. So there are the different types of animals in the zoo. Now our task is, how many animals are there? So how can we get the number of animals in this picture? So just we have to put together all these animals, then we will get the total number of animals. So put together means just count all the animals together. So if we count all the animals together, then we will get the number of animals in this picture. So let us start the counting. So how can we count? So already we have discussed how to count the objects and how to count the pictures. So let us start counting with 1. So let us start from turtles. So how many turtles are there, children? So 1, 2. So how many tigers are there? 1 tiger is there. And how many bears are there? 1, 2, 2 bears are there. And how many monkeys are there? So 1, 2, 3 monkeys are there. And how many giraffes are there? So 1 giraffe is there. So now our task is, so let us put together all these animals. So put together means, so we have to count these animals together. So let us start how to count together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So children, how many animals are there? 9. How can we get the answer? Just by put together the answer. So how many animals are there? So there are 9 animals. So children, in this way, read the second question. How many people are there? So in the same way, we have to repeat the same process in the case of animals. So there are 2 children and 1 woman observing the turtles, and 1 girl child and 1 woman observing the tiger. That means 2 people are observing the tiger, and 2 children and 1 gent observing the 2 bears. That is 3 the people are observing the bears, and here also 1 child and 1 woman and 1 gent. That is total 3 people are observing the giraffe. So now our task is, how many people are there? So how can we get the number of people? So just by putting together all these people, that means if we put together all the childs and gents and women, we will get the number of people in this picture. So let us start how to put together. Put together means, so we have to count together all the childs and women and gents. So let us start from the turtles. So here there is one lady, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So children, how many people are there? So total 11 people are there. So in this way, so we can count the number people and number of animals just by put together means. So put together means, so we have to count together any objects or any peoples, then we get the total number of animals. So children, so look at the picture. Addition means putting together of 2 or more objects and finding the total. Plus sign is used for addition. Plus sign is read as plus. The answer we get when we put the numbers together is called the total or sum. So children, so in the previous picture, we have find out how many number of people are there in the zoo and how many animals are there in the zoo. How can we get the answer? We have put together all the animals and we got the number of animals. And we have put together all the people in the zoo and we got the total number of people. So here, the putting together of 2 or more objects is called the total. So the way of putting together 2 or more objects is called total, and the symbol for total or addition is called plus. So we represent the addition with the symbol plus, and we can read this symbol as plus. The answer we get when we put the numbers together is called the sum. So children, if we put together 2 or more objects, we will get the answer, and we call that answer as the sum. Children, let us understand the addition with some examples. So look at the screen. So you are observing here 3 bells. Children, what are these? Bells. How many bells are there? So 1, 2, 3. 3 bells are there. And how many bells are here, there and again? So there is a single bell. That means there is 1 bell. So total, how many bells are there? So how many total bells are there? So now we have to add these bells, then we get the total number of bells. So how can we add? Already we have discussed it. Addition means putting together. Putting together means counting the objects together. Now let us count all the bells. So here there are 3 bells and here there is 1 bell. So now we count together all these bells, then we will get the total number of bells, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So is equal to 4. That means there are 4 bells in this picture. Next, see the second example. Children, what are these? So can you identify this? Yes, these are eggs. How many eggs are there? So let us count start. So 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 eggs. Again, how many eggs are there? So there is 1 egg is there. So how many eggs are total? How many eggs are there? So total means we have to make addition. So addition means putting together. Putting together means we have to count all these eggs together starting from 1. Then we will get the total number of eggs. So let us start count 1, 2, 3, 4. So children, how many eggs are there? Total 4 eggs are there. So this is called addition. So the way of putting together all the objects is called addition. Putting together means counting together. So if you count all the objects together, then we will get the addition. So there are 4 eggs. So when we put 3 and 1 together, we get 4. In other words, when we add 3 and 1, so children, there are 3 eggs and 3 bells. And again there is 1 egg and 1 bell. If we put together these 3 and 1, then we get 4 as the sum. So children, so what is this answer called? This answer is called sum. So if you put together 2 or more objects, that means if you add any 2 numbers, we will get the answer, and we call this answer as the sum. So here 4 is called sum. we write this as 3 plus 1. So here the symbol is called plus and it is used for addition. So if there is the symbol plus in any problem, then we have to add those numbers. So here plus means addition. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Here 4 is called sum. We read this as 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So children, do you understand this topic? Let us practice some more examples for the clear understanding of addition. So children, look at the picture. So count and add. So children, so see the first picture. So what are you observing in this picture? So what are those animals? So those are rats. Very good. So how many rats are there? So now we have to count the number of rats and we have to write that number in this box. In the same way, in the second box also there are some rats and we have to count the rats in that box and we have to write the number of rats in this box. So children, let us count the number of rats in the first box. So there are how many rats are there? So 1, 2. So write 2 here. Next, go to the second picture. So how many rats are there in the second picture? So let us start counting. 1, 2. So write 2 in this box. So children, so there are 2 rats in the first picture and there are also 2 rats in the second picture. So now we have to add these 2 plus 2. Adding means putting together. Putting together means counting together all these rats. If you count together all these rats, that means if you count all the rats present in both the pictures, we will get the sum. So how many rats? Let us start counting together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So write the answer 4 in this box. So the sum is 4. Here 4 is called sum. So let us start second example. So in the second example also there are 2 pictures. In the first picture, what are you observing? So those are candles. So how many candles are there? So let us start count and write the number in this box. So how many candles are there? So let us start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 4 candles are there. So write 4 in this box. So go to the second picture. So here also what are you observing? So here also they are given candles but they are in pink color candles. So now also we have to count these candles and write the number in this box. So let us start. How many candles are there? So 1, 2, 3. So total there are how many candles? So 3 candles in the second picture. So write 3 in this box. So children, there are 4 candles in the first picture and 3 candles in the second picture. Now we have to add all these candles. That means we have to add 4 and 3. That means 4 plus 3 is equal to how much? So how can we get the sum? So we can get the sum by adding together. So if we count together all these candles, we will get the total number of candles. That is, we will get the sum. So let us start counting together all the candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So children, there are how many candles total? Total 7 candles are there. So write 7 in this box. So here 7 is called sum. So children, do you understand this? Practice some more problems on addition. So look at the screen. So there are some pictures are given in this screen. Now we have to add the objects given in the picture and we have to write the total, that means sum in the box given below. So see the first picture. So in this picture, so what are you observing there? So you are observing chocolates. So you are observing chocolates in the first picture. So some are in yellow color and some are in blue and pink color. So how many yellow color chocolates are there? So 2 chocolates. And how many blue and pink color chocolates? So there are 3 chocolates. So now we have to add 2 and 3. So 2 are yellow color chocolates and 3 are blue pink color chocolates. So we have to add these 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 and we have to write the sum in this box. So how can we get the sum? So if you put together all the chocolates, then we will get the sum. So put together means, so count together all the chocolates. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So children, how many chocolates are there total? So total 5 chocolates are there. So write 5 in this box. So this 5 is called sum. So that means the sum of 2 and 3 is called 5. Next, see the second picture. So what are you observing there? You are observing ice cream cups. In the second picture, so how many ice cream cups are there in the first row? So there are 2 ice cream cups in the first row. And how many ice cream cups are there in the second row? So there are 4 ice cream cups in the second. So now we have to add 2 and 4. That is 2 plus 4 is equal to how much? So we can get the total number of ice cream cups just by counting together. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 ice cream cups are there. So write 6 in this box. So the sum of 2 and 4 is 6. So children, see the third picture. So in the third pictures, you are observing some crayons, and some crayons are given in the first row. So how many crayons are given in the first row? So 3 crayons are given in the first row. And how many crayons are there given in the second row? So there are 4 crayons in the second row. Now we have to add 3 and 4. That means 3 plus 4 is equal to how much? So we have to add 3 and 4 and write the sum in this box. So how can we get the sum? So we can get the sum just by putting together all the crayons. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total 7 crayons are there. So write 7 in this box. So the sum of 3 and 4 is 7. So children, see the fourth picture. So what are you observing in the fourth picture? So you are observing some kites in the fourth picture. So there are given some kites in the first row, and there are given and some kites in the second row. That means some kites are in blue, pink colored kites, and some are yellow, orange colored kites. So how many kites are there? So that is blue and pink colored kites. So total 5 kites are there. And how many orange, yellow colored kites? So there is 1 kite. Now we have to add 5 and 1. So how can we get the sum of 5 and 1? So now we have to add these kites. So addition means put together. So putting together means counting together. So let us start count all these kites, then we will get the sum. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So write 6 in this box. So the sum of 5 and 1 is 6. Here 6 is called sum. So children, in this way, so practice the remaining pictures. So see the fifth picture. So you are observing some flowers in the fifth picture. So some are in yellow color and some are in pink color. So how many yellow colored flowers are there? So total 5 yellow colored flowers. So how many pink colored flowers? So there are 2 pink colored flowers. Now we have to add 5 and 2. So how can we get the sum? So we can get the sum simply just by counting all these flowers. So if we count together all these flowers, then we will get the sum. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total how many flowers are there? So total 7 flowers are there. So write 7 in this box. So the sum of 5 and 2 is 7. So if we add 5 and 2, we will get the sum 7. In this way, so see the sixth picture. So you are observing some leaves in the sixth picture. And there are 6 leaves in the first row, and green color leaves are 2 green color leaves in the second row. Now we have to add 6 and 2. Here plus means addition. So we have to add 6 and 2. How can we get addition? So addition we can get if you put together all these leaves, we will get the sum. So putting together means we have to count together all these leaves, then we will get the sum. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So write 8 in this box. So here 8 is called the sum of 6 and 2. So 6 and 2, if you add 6 and 2, we will get 8 as the sum. Next, see the 7th picture, children. What are you observing in the 7th picture? So you are observing some books and some red colored books in the first row and some yellow colored books in the second row. So how many red colored books are there? So 5. How many yellow colored books are there? 3. Now we have to add 5 and 3. So here plus means addition. Addition means we have to add 5 and 3. Then we will get the sum. So how can we get the answer? So if we put together all these books, put together means if we count all the books together, we will get the sum of 5 and 3. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So write 8 in this box. So 8 is called sum of 5 and 3. So the sum of 5 and 3 becomes 8. Next, see the 8th picture. So what are you observing in the 8th picture? You are observing some cups. So how many cups are there in the first row? So there are 3 cups in the first row. And how many cups are there in the second row? So there are 1 cup in the second row. Now we have to add 3 and 1. So here the symbol is called plus. Plus means addition. Addition means putting together. Putting together means, so count together all these objects. If we count all these cups together, we will get the answer. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So write 4 in this box. So the sum of 3 and 1 is 4. Okay, do you understand? Children, let us practice some more problems on number line. How to do addition on the number line? You see the picture? So there are 4 problems are given here. So let us practice one by one. So see the first problem. So add on number line. So see the first problem. 4 plus 6 is equal to how much? So if we add 4 and 6, how much will we get? Now our task is we have to do this addition on the number line. So children, see the first number in the addition. The first number is 4. That means we have to move to 4 from 0. So we have to move to 4 from 0. And see the second number 6. So that means we have to move forward 6 steps from the 4. So that is starting from 4, we have to move 6 steps. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have reached the number 10. So the number where we have reached after moving the steps, that is called sum. So we have reached finally the number 10 on the number line. So here the 10 is called sum. So in this way, we can do addition on the number line. So first we have to move to the first number starting from 0 on the number line. The second number represents the number of steps we have to move on the number line. So let us see the second problem here. So the second problem is 16 plus 4. So if we add 16 and plus 4, what will we get the addition? So what will we get the answer? So let us see on the number like this. So the first number is 16. That means we have to move to 16 starting from 0. So this is the first step. Next, the second step. The second step is, so observe the second number in the addition. The second number is 4. That means we have to move 4 steps forward starting from 16. So let us move 4 steps from the 16. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, we have reached the number 20 on the number line. So this 20 is called sum. So write 20 in this box. Next, see the third problem. So the third problem is 8 plus 4 is equal to how much? So now we have to do this addition on the number line. So the first step is, so what is the first number in the addition? 8. And we have to move to 8 starting from 0. So start from 0 and move to the first number, that is 8. And what is the second number here? 4. That means we have to move 4 steps forward starting from 8. So starting from 8, we have to move 4 steps. So let us see the 4 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, we have reached the number 12 on the number line. So the number what we have reached finally on the number line is called sum. So here the 4 is called sum. Sorry, 12 is called sum. So 12 is called the addition of 8 and 4 is called sum. So see the fourth problem. So 10 plus 8. So do this addition on the number line. So what is the first number here? 10. So move to the number 10 starting from 0. So what is the second number in the addition? 8. So that means we have to move 8 steps starting from 10. So 8 steps, let us count 8 steps starting from 10. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finally we have reached 18. So the number what we have reached finally on the number line is 18 and this 18 is called sum. So 18 is the answer. So write 18 in this box. See some more examples are addition factor of 0. So 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So if you add 0 to 1, again we get 1. Next you see the second example. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. So here we have added 0 to the number 2 and again we get the same number as the sum. So see the third example. 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. So in this also we have added 0 to the number 3 and again we get the sum as the same number. So this means if we add 0 to any number, we will get the same number itself. So that means the sum becomes the same number itself. So if you add 0 to any number, the answer will get the same number. So addition with the 0 means there will be no addition. That's why we will get the same number as the sum. So children, understand addition fact. So addition fact of 1. By adding 1 to a number, we get the successive number. So children, if we add 1 to any number, we will get this next number. So the next number to given number is called successive number. So if we add 1 to any number, we will get the successive of that number. So see some examples for this second addition fact. So children, see some examples on this addition fact. So first example is 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So here we added 1 to the 6 and we get its next number 7. Here the 7 is called successor of 6 because the 7 is the next number for 6. So the number which comes just after the given number is called successor number or successor. So if we add 1 to any number, we will get its successive number. Here, the same way, see the second example, 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Here we added 1 to the 8 and we get the next number for 8, 9. Here 9 is the next number for 8. So that's why this 9 is called successor of 8. The same way, see the third example, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So here 5 is the next number for 4. So that's why 5 is called the successor of 4. So in this way, if we add 1 to any number, we will get the successor of that number. The third addition fact. Up to now we have discussed 2 addition facts. So this is the third addition fact, that is order in addition. 2 or more numbers can be added in any order. The sum remains the same. So children, if we add 2 numbers in any order, we will get the sum as the same. So if we change the sum of the order of the numbers, we will get the same number. So see some examples on this addition fact. So third addition fact. So some examples. So observe some examples on this addition fact. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. So here in this addition, we have taken 5 as the first number and 2 as the second number, and the sum is 7. So see the second one. So here 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So children, what difference do you observe in the second one? So in both of the addition, the numbers are the same, but we have changed their order. So what means, so in the first addition, we have taken 5 as the first number, 2 as the second number. So whereas in the second addition, we have taken 2 as the first number and 5 as the second number. That means in both addition, we have just changed the order of the two numbers. But the sum is same in both the cases. That means the sum is 7 in both the cases. So we will practice some problems and additional facts. By using additional facts, we can do some problems. So see the picture. So write the missing numbers. Children, there are some additions are given and they have missed one number in each addition. And we have to write the missed number in the box provided in each addition. So there are some additions are given. So let us practice these additions which are based on the addition facts. So see the first problem. So 4 plus, so here a blank is given, a number is missed. So the sum is 4. So 4 plus dash is equal to 4. So what number should be added to get the same number? Here the sum is the same number 4. So what number should be added here? So according to as per the addition facts, if 0 is added to the number, we get the same number. So write 0 in this box. So see the second one. So 8 plus 1 is equal to dash. So here they missed this number. We have to write the number in this box. 8 plus 1, children. So as per the second addition fact, so if you add 1 to any number, then we will get its next number. So we will get its successor. So what is the next number to 8? 9. So write 9 in this box. So children, see the third sum. So 2 plus 7 is equal to dash, and there is another addition in the same problem. 7 plus 2 is equal to dash. So children, so this sum can be solved based on the third addition factor. So if you observe these both additions, the same numbers are same, but they have changed their order. So if you add any two numbers in any order, we will get the same answer. So 2 plus 7, we will get, how much we will get? So how can we add 7 to 2? So open 7 fingers of your hand. So open 7 fingers of your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. So children, these are the 7 fingers. So start counting after from the first number. So what is the first number here? 2. So after 2, what will get? 3. So start counting from 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So write 9 in this box. So as per the addition fact, here the sum becomes also 9. Because if you add any two numbers in any order, you will get the same sum. So write 9 here also. So the sum becomes same. So children, see the fourth sum. 8 plus dash is equal to 8. So how much number we have to add to get the same number? So 0. So if you add 0 to any number, we will get the same number. So write 0 in this box. So see the fourth addition. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So in this addition, we have added 1 to the number 9. So if we add 1 to any number, we will get its successive number. So that means we will get the number after 9. So after 9, what we will get? 10. So write 10 in this box. So here 10 is called successor of 9. And see the third one, children. So here also, so 2 additions are given, but in the 2 additions, the numbers are same. That means 1 plus 8 is equal to dash, and 8 plus 1 is equal to dash. In both the additions, they have just changed their order. That means we will get the same sum in these 2 boxes. So first, add 1 to the 8. As per the addition facts, if you add 1 to any number, we will get its successive number. So what is the successive number for 8? So what number will get after 8? After 8, we will get 9. So write 9 in this box. So according to additional facts, if you add any two numbers in any order, we will get the same sum. So here they have just changed the order of 1 and 8. So according to the additional facts, here also we will get the same sum. So write 9 here also. So children, so see the next problems. 6 plus dash is equal to 6. So how much number should be added to 6 to get the same number 6? So according to additional facts, if we add 0 to any number, we will get the same number as this sum. So if we add 0, so write 0 in this box. And see the next one. 6 plus 1 is equal to how much? So here also they have added 1 to the number 6. If you add 1 to any number, we will get its next number. That means we will get its successor. So what is the next number after 6? So after 6 we will get 7. Very good. So write 7 in this box. So here 7 is called the successor of 6. So see the last one. Here also two additions are given, but the numbers are same in both the additions. Just they have changed the order of the numbers. So in the first addition, the numbers are 6 plus 3 becomes how much? And in the second addition, 3 plus 6 becomes how much? So they changed the order of the numbers according to additional facts. If we add any two numbers in any order, we will get the same sum. So that means we will get the same answer in the two boxes. So first addition. So do the first addition. So 6 plus 3. So open the fingers equal to the second number. So what is the second number here? 3. So open 3 fingers of your hand. So 1, 2, 3. So children, 3 fingers. So now start counting after from the first number. So what is the first number here? 6. So after 6, what we will get? 7. So start counting from 7. So close the fingers one by one. 7, 8, 9. Very good. The answer is 9. So according to addition facts, here also we will get the same sum. So write 9 here. So these are some problems on the addition. So let us practice some fun activity on addition. So look at the picture what you are observing here. So you are observing an addition plant. So this is an addition plant and they have listed some numbers in each addition. So write the missing numbers. Now we have to write the missing numbers in each addition. They have provided boxes in each addition and we have to fill the boxes. So see the first addition. 8 plus dash is equal to 9. So here they have added a number to 8 and we got the next number for 8. That means we have got the successor of 8. When did we get the successor of a number? So according to addition facts, if we add 1 to any number, then we will get the next number. So write 1 in this box. So children, see the second one. So here 5 plus dash is equal to 8. So how much number should be added to get 8? How much number should be added to 5 to get 8? So we have to add 3. That means children, start from 5 and open your fingers until you get 8. So here the first number is 5. So open your fingers until you get 8. So after 5, 6, next 7 and 8. So stop here. So how many fingers we have opened to get 8? 3. So the number is 3. So write 3 in this box. So children, see the third one here. So 8 plus dash is equal to 8. So here we get the same sum as the number. So when did we get the same number as the sum? So according to addition facts, if you add 0 to any number, we will get the same number as the sum. So write 0 in this box. Next addition. 1 plus 8 is equal to dash. Here we have added 1 to the number 8. If we add 1 to any number, we will get the successor of that number. That means successor means the next number of 8. So what is the next number for 8? So after 8 we will get 9. So write 9 in this box. So see the next one. 5 plus dash is equal to 5. So here we will get the same sum as the number. When did we get the same number as the sum? If we add 0 to any number, we will get the same number as the sum. So write 0 in this box. So see the next one. So 9 plus 1 is equal to dash. So here also they have added 1 to the number. When we add 1 to any number, we will get its successor. So successor means it's the next number. So what is the next number for 9? So after 9 we will get 10. So write 10 in this box. So children, in this way, so practice the remaining one at your home. Up to now we have discussed 3 types of additional facts, and we have practiced some problems on addition facts. Now the next topic is horizontal addition. So what is horizontal addition? So horizontal addition. Numbers when arranged horizontally means one beside the other, and added, it is called horizontal addition. So children, if we add any two numbers by writing one beside the other and keeping the symbol plus in between them, then such type of addition is called horizontal addition. So see one example for horizontal addition. So what are you observing here? So here you are observing some caps. So there are, how many caps are there? Total 3 caps are there. And here green colored caps are there. How many green colored caps are there? So 2 green colored caps. Now we have to add 3 and 2. Addition means we have to put together. Putting together means we have to count together all the objects. So that's why they have kept the symbol plus. So plus means addition. Now we have to add 3 and 2. So 3 caps and 2 caps. If we count together all these caps. So let us start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sum is 5. So we can do this addition on our fingers also.